How involved were your family and close friends in the maintenance and repair of your first marriage?
Listen, let's talk about the pre part. Nobody had anything to say except for my mom. When we called it off one time, she pulled away and was like, okay, I'm not going to support this. Y'all can't seem to figure this out. I'm not supporting this, which meant she was also pulling money from the wedding. She's like, we're not paying for this because y'all don't have it together. I didn't learn until after, when the divorce was happening, how many people didn't care for him, didn't care for the union, didn't like him, didn't like how he was treating me, all this kind of stuff. After, I was like, well, how come nobody said anything in advance of?
Yeah.
You know, like, how come y'all didn't come to me and talk to me and be like, girl, and this is what I think and all that stuff. I didn't hear all of the discourse until the divorce was happening.
How did that make you feel?
It made me feel like, what the hell are y'all here for? Like, y'all are supposed to talk to me if you see a red flag, if you hear something, if you whatever. And in particularly to his boys, one of which is my cousin and the godfather to our daughters, and his crew of holding him accountable for his behavior. And I felt like they weren't. And I was very vocal with them about, y'all see him out here in the streets and y'all not holding him accountable.
Yeah.
And that ain't cool. And then y'all see me and y'all coming to birthday parties and y'all in my face knowing the dirt that's being done behind my back and not caring for me in the way that I'm family to y'all. So that bothered me.
How was your people? How involved were they?
Very similar. I found out after the divorce that like nobody cared for her. But my parents are cool. But I think for my parents is more of how much they love me, how close they are to me. So they just kind of like maybe had a blind eye towards or didn't even see certain stuff that was happening. But my sisters, my grandmother, my aunts, and I'm not here to drag nobody or anything like that. So if she's watching this later on, you know what I'm saying, it's peace. But that's how it was. They didn't care for her. So repair wise, there was no repair efforts from anybody. You're not gonna go against what I wanted. I decided to leave that situation, so they're gonna support me. So they did.
I definitely had some girlfriends who were in the circle like, well, are you sure you really want to leave this, you know, it's stable and your house and the money and the this and the that and all of that. And I was just like, so y'all want me to be miserable and be disrespected and just stay and just assimilate to it and make it seem normal? Because that's what the women who were in my circle were telling me, that I should just stay and ride it out and just, because I'm maintaining a lifestyle. And if I leave, that lifestyle is going to change. So I received that from the sister friends circle. College friends were like, take it or leave it. But again, I didn't really hear the true discourse until we were divorcing.
So nobody said anything to me. The thing that was different though is my ex-wife is Indian. She's from India. And they are very close-knit people. And one of the things that was real apparent through our process is they didn't do shit like black people do it. Like not getting your business. Like where I am now in my thoughts about it is really a result of how I saw them respond to our divorce and how they rallied and how they came together, how they were willing to be open, how they wanted it to work and got in places where my upbringing didn't make it comfortable for me to have outsiders be like that in my life. So, you know, I'm coming up like, nah, it's between me and her. The last fucking thing that is actually true. I didn't know better about how you leverage community, because accountability is deeper than just calling somebody when you fucking around and calling them out. Like, so many things have failed in the process once you get there, that I feel the community and the proclamation, you're giving people permission to get in your fucking business when you do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you giving people permission to hold everybody accountable and to rally around so that this thing can sustain.